Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today, we're recapping Fight Club, directed by David Fincher. The unnamed narrator, played by Edward Norton, trudges through life in a haze of sleepless nights and hollow routines, drifting from business trips to sterile hotel rooms, his days measured out in coffee spoons and corporate memos. His insomnia has eaten away at the seams of his reality, turning the world around him into a fluorescent-lit purgatory. He discovers an odd balm for his condition in the most unlikely of places: support groups for the terminally ill, the bereaved, and the broken. In dim church basements, among the scent of instant coffee and folding chairs, strangers embrace him and offer the one thing his life lacks: unfiltered human connection. The act of weeping in another's arms, even under false pretenses, allows him the grace of sleep for the first time in months. This fragile ritual is disrupted by the arrival of Marla Singer, played by Helena Bonham Carter, a chain-smoking drifter who haunts the same groups for her own unspoken reasons. Her very presence breaks the illusion. They recognize each other instantly as fellow imposters. The narrator can no longer lose himself in the performances. They strike a truce of sorts, splitting up the group so neither intrudes on the other's charade, yet she lingers at the edge of his mind like an unsolved riddle. On a return flight from another numbing work trip, our narrator meets Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt, a magnetic soap salesman with a philosophy stitched together from anarchy, nihilism, and bizarre domestic tips. Tyler's words linger like a dangerous aftertaste. The things you own end up owning you. When the narrator's apartment, his carefully curated IKEA showroom, mysteriously explodes, he calls Tyler. That night, over lots of beer in a parking lot, Tyler proposes an unorthodox solution. "I want you to hit me as hard as you can." The first punch births Fight Club, a secret gathering in the dank basement of a bar where men, stripped of titles and status, pummel each other into a kind of spiritual clarity. Bruises become badges, pain a language, and Tyler its prophet. Their bond deepens, though the narrator watches uneasily as Tyler draws Marla into a torrid, loud, and unapologetically physical relationship, one Tyler flaunts while keeping the narrator emotionally distant from her. The club swells beyond the basement, and Tyler evolves its purpose into Project Mayhem, an organization dedicated to dismantling societal structures through vandalism, sabotage, and escalating acts of chaos. The narrator, now untethered from his job after blackmailing his boss for severance, feels himself losing control of what they built. His friend Bob, once the gentle giant from a cancer support group, dies during a botched mission, his corpse paraded by Project Mayhem members as a martyr. Tyler disappears, and the narrator begins a desperate search, tracing him through a trail of identical fight clubs across the country. Everywhere he goes, strangers greet him as Mr. Durden. The truth dawns slowly, grotesquely. Tyler is not another man, but the embodiment of his repressed rage and yearning for freedom, a split personality born of insomnia, frustration, and self-loathing. He learns Project Mayhem's final act: to destroy the headquarters of major credit card companies, wiping out debt records in a spectacular firestorm. His attempt to stop it is thwarted by Tyler, who fights him in a surreal brawl only the narrator can see. Realizing he cannot kill Tyler without killing part of himself, he makes the ultimate choice, placing a gun in his mouth and pulling the trigger. Tyler collapses, gone. Moments later, Marla is ushered in by Project Mayhem members. She finds him bloodied but alive. They stand together hand in hand, at the window as the explosives detonate and skyscrapers crumble like sandcastles. A new world being born in the silence after destruction. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.